Hi guys, this is Jojo B with another twin flame message. I hope you guys are doing okay, and sorry about those guys that watched my first video. Like I couldn't turn it off, and then I went to work, and I heard some sad news about the people that I work for. So sorry about that. Anyways, today I want to talk about the divine masculine vibration, energy, and how are they feeling. And it is really funny how I always get the messages because I get them whenever less expected. So they distract me sometimes, like I'm driving or like eating or things like that, and they just like bump me, like I literally see them. So, the divine masculine, what they're going through right now is that like I said in one of my other videos, sometimes you get reflected, you mirror their masculine's energy. And right now they feel, they were stuck, like maybe like an economic or like financial a little bump. And there was a lot of things going on. um their family, it's been like a little roller coaster in their life, right? So they were not really stable, and that's another part why they haven't communicated with you, besides whatever they did, right? For you guys to just not be into union or be separated. But right now what they're feeling is like they feel remorse, they feel sad, because regardless of what they do have in their life right now, because they have achieved a lot, they've been getting better financially, or they've been starting like a new business. They've been maybe going to court and maybe like winning a process, things like that. And regardless of the, oh, maybe they just got a new job, probably, I don't know. But regardless of the situation, their life in their family, they've been having good news, right, about something, probably, their kids, their parents, somebody in their life. So they've been getting good stuff in their life. But regardless of all these things that they have, they just don't feel happy. And literally what I sensed, what I really actually like saw, like somebody talking to me, is like, I don't seem to get happy. I don't seem to feel happy enough to be grateful for what I have. Like no matter what I do, I'm just not happy. So what I feel right now, that from the divine masculine, is that they are acknowledging how important is the divine feminine in their life, and what part of their life we're playing, because they thought that it was just, a summer thing, a fling, and they didn't really, they knew that the connection was special, but they didn't know how much. So, now is the time that they've been having conversations with the divine. And now they're starting to acknowledge that, they want the union back. They need it in their life, in order for them to, feel good, in their life, because they see the divine feminine as somebody nurturing, somebody that gives them hope, that makes them feel like home, that makes them feel balance in their life. So right now the divine masculine is craving for that energy, it's craving for that support, it's craving for all the things that he has missed, and he realized that he only gets with the divine masculine. So probably for those ones that they probably might have gotten cheated, or like they were like in other relationships, or like they just felt like this was not what they wanted, and they freaked out, and they just left you out in the cold or whatever the situation was. Now they're like understanding that the good thing that was bringing all the good things in their life, it was the divine feminine. So now is the time that if they wanted to come into the union but they were not ready or they were scared, now is the time that they're opening finally their eyes and thinking to themselves, okay, well, a lot of things that they were holding them back, and they thought, let's say, they like there's a lot of situations, so I'm just putting examples for you to maybe feel related to them. uh but for a lot of people, they were not coming into union because they didn't want to leave their family, they didn't want to leave their kids, their parents. um but right now they're coming with the conclusion that the divine the divine feminine is playing a very important role in their life, and whatever was holding them back, right? Because they were like, oh yeah, well, my parents, oh well, my kids, and they were just making excuses, right? Now they're realizing that everybody is good on their own, that they are fine, that they are, the kids are more mature than they thought, or maybe they would be better, alone, off, out of this trouble relationship that they have with their karmatic, or maybe their parents, they're very there, independent on their own, that they don't really need them. So now they're understanding all this and they're like, oh my God, like, what have I done? And that's why they feel remorse, because they are regretting, they giving up on you, thinking that it was, something that it was adding a stress instead of calming and smoothing the stress. So that was a very like overwhelming message that I got, and as soon as I got it, I was like, oh my God, like I started to feel like the feelings of the divine masculine, like I was feeling like a deep frustration, a deep feeling of desperation of becoming into union with the divine feminine. And it's like something that, doesn't matter how much they want to hold it back, the thought, and they want to hide it from themselves, it's still there. So they might think to themselves, like, oh, it's okay, and they try to focus on something else, and the thought comes back forward, like over and over and over. So I believe that within the next week or two, that for some of you guys, the divine masculine is going to come to you, it's going to come with an apology, it's going to come with a like a news, or like a very deep conversation towards you. um for some of them who has like a daughter, I literally saw like a daughter like just starting to drive a car. So I got these messages, and like I get so many different um cases that it would be, I would never finish in here. But like I feel like the divine masculine energy, and they really feel bad because they know they messed it up. They feel like they regret let you go, because for some of you guys it might be the first one, but for some of you guys it's been twice already. So they don't know how to come to you, like with what apology or what kind of excuse, or like they don't even know what to say, because they are not sure if you're gonna actually take them back. But I'm not saying with this like it is okay for you to just try to approach them and say hi. Like, I'm not saying you don't you shouldn't do that either. I'm just saying that you always send them like good vibes, pray for them, send them hope, send them a lot of warm thoughts. And of course, if you want to come to union, okay, like ask for the universe, pray for that to happen. So that can actually release some of the cues of the divine masculine and bring him back to you. So another thing, I feel like it's referring these happenings too, because the divine feminine, a little concerned with their parents, or something's going on with their parents, with the divine feminines and stuff like that. So this is a mirroring thing. And that's why it's very important, guys, for you to um to meditate and just send love to everybody. Remember, if you guys have a resentment or have something, against somebody else, or you feel like somebody, should have apologized and ask for forgiveness for anything that you've done. Maybe sometimes it's a little thing, but those things like come back to you, right? So just make sure that you have your and ask for forgiveness. And if some and ask for forgiveness, and if somebody treated you bad, like, just forgive. And also, lately, I just want to say this very quick. For some, certain everybody, I got this that for somebody maybe got like a miscarriage already. Don't feel bad about that. And I want you to know, I usually don't like to talk of like dead people, or like people that they are not here. But this is a message from this